Hi guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. So I finished up my morning routine this morning, which always just consists of coffee, reading my Bible, doing tons of different things, but mainly coffee. I was trying to think of what kind of video I wanted to film today. I've been wanting to film this video for a while. I just wasn't sure like what way I wanted to film it, so I figured the best way to do it was kind of like a mixture between vlog and sit-down style video. So as you can tell by the title of the video, I'm gonna be telling you guys 5 habits that I've incorporated recently over the last few months that have actually changed my life in some way. And these habits are not necessarily going to be the same for everyone, but rather just like suggestions for you, because I know that not everything works the same for everybody. There's certain things that people really enjoy doing that other people may not enjoy doing. So this is just what I've been doing and what has been helping me. I know a lot of you guys don't follow me on Instagram, so you may not know what this is, but this is my mom's company logo. She's starting a cute little business, and I really would appreciate it if you guys would follow her and support her, because I'm gonna be helping her as well as my sister. But basically, it launches on February 1st. I can't give you any details yet, but go follow the Instagram. I'll put it right here, and I'm excited. I couldn't be more excited for her, especially because my mom is just a very selfless person and has spent literally her entire life taking care of everybody else, making sure everybody else goes after their dreams and goes after their goals, and kind of putting hers on the back burner. And she's finally freaking taking the cake and just doing the dang thing. So I'm really excited for her. Anyways, that's not the topic of the video. As you guys already saw, I did my little morning routine, which I think it's pretty easy to point out that that is obviously something that has impacted my life in a positive way, or else I wouldn't do it every day. I started incorporating reading my Bible and doing gratitude journaling and just really getting my mind right probably 3 years ago now. The last 2 years is when I've really been able to be super consistent with it, but it was something that I knew that I needed to do. So that's gonna be my first habit, is develop a morning routine. This does not have to be journaling and meditation and all these crazy things. Like, I know it's really easy here on YouTube for people to get caught up in those 5 a.m. morning routines where they wake up, they drink green juice, they take a cold shower, they go to a boxing class, and then they stretch, and then they shower, and then they get ready, and then they read, and then they journal, and then they plan their day. And it's just like, can we be a little bit real here and say that that doesn't happen most of the time? It's really easy to get caught up in comparison of your morning routines and think that if you wake up at 9 a.m. and Susie wakes up at 5 a.m. and your first thing that you do is look at your phone, but Susie gets up right away and goes and does her skincare routine, you may feel like crap about yourself. But I don't want that to be the case, because like I said, everybody is so different. Our lives are so different. There's so many factors that go into each decision that we make every day that it doesn't even make sense for us to compare our life with someone else's life. Develop a morning routine. It doesn't matter what that looks like, as long as it leaves you feeling accomplished and good and ready to start your day in some way. And it doesn't have to be at a certain time or look the same every day, but have certain things that are cues to you that you're gonna have a great day. So for me personally, things that I have been doing is I hung this little piece of paper on my mirror in my bathroom. I have a bathroom that goes right off of my bedroom, and it's the first place that I go every morning because I usually brush my teeth and stuff. And I hung this little piece of paper on the mirror. I actually got inspiration from this on Pinterest, and it has a list of things for me to just go and rattle off the top of my head to start my day. And they're things that you wouldn't otherwise probably take time to think about. Like 5 people that you're grateful for, 3 things that you're grateful for, 2 things you want to accomplish today, 1 thing you're proud of, and then I wrote down to take like 3 very deep breaths. And I know it sounds really corny, and it kind of is. Like if someone saw me doing it, it'd be kind of weird. But to be completely honest, like forcing myself to do those little things does a lot for me as a person, because that is not natural for me. I am not naturally like Miss Positive, optimistic, life is great. That's not me. So I really try to feed that part of me and bring it out into the light because I need more of it. I just have a really solid morning routine, and it's not anything crazy, and I'm really flexible with it. And I promise you guys, developing a morning routine will change your life because you're just gonna be a better person throughout the day. It's okay if the thing that sets you up for success for the day is watching an episode of your favorite TV show, or listening to a podcast, or watching a YouTube video. Whatever is gonna set yourself up to be your best self is what you should do. Don't just try to copy and paste what other people are doing because it seems trendy. You know yourself. Do what is healthy for yourself. The second thing that I have incorporated into my life that has changed my life is I'm trying to only shop secondhand. I have a ton of reasons for it, but I really want to try to stick to this year. I don't have really a reason to ever buy something brand new and wear it once to something. Like I don't go to events, I don't go to many weddings, and I don't know. I don't really have many reasons to have like these super unique fancy pieces that I need to shop retail stores for. So I've really just been trying to shop secondhand because I feel better about my purchases. I just made a video about this, why I love thrifting, and I did a little thrift haul. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. But I just love that it's an ethical choice because there's so many items. There's home items, decor items, there is furniture, shoes, clothing, games, like literally anything that you can think of is sitting in a thrift store, and it's probably in perfectly good condition or can be upcycled into something new. I am a creative person. I love budgeting. I love making ethical choices and choices that I feel good about. And so over the last probably 6 months, I have not bought something brand new from a store besides a pair of shoes. And I feel really good about that. I'm going to do my best to stick to that this year. It's just a good choice for your money. It's a good choice for the planet. It's good for other people because a lot of charity shops and thrift shops have a mission behind them. And I just think that that's really cool to shop with a purpose behind it. Number 3, something I have recently been really trying to stick to is staying off my phone when I'm in my bedroom. It's all too easy, especially being married, to fall into this habit where you get in bed and you scroll on your phone before bed and you watch TV and then you go to sleep. And there's so many reasons why this is not a good habit to develop, but I'll give you the scientific reasons. A lot of giving yourself a lot of screen time right before bed messes up your circadian clock and your circadian rhythm a lot, where your sleep quality is going way down. And that's why a lot of people feel so tired after they wake up. After 10 hours of sleep, they still feel groggy because they're getting too much screen time right before bed. Or if you look at your screen as soon as you wake up, that does things to you as well. I do have a sunrise alarm clock that I got on Amazon that I will link below. That helps me wake up in the morning so much because it's a slow wake up and it brightens the room. And living in the Midwest, it's already cold, it's depressing. You already know it's gonna be dark out no matter what time you get up, and there's not much to look forward to. So having a little fake sunrise alarm clock that brightens my room is just a nice way to wake up. I'm not gonna say that I wake up perfectly every day to it, but most of the time I get up to my sunrise alarm clock way better than I have ever gotten up to my phone alarm clock. So I try to stay off my phone in our bedroom because then I fall asleep easier, I sleep better, and I wake up easier. And I feel like I'm not wasting that time. Like, my bedroom is a place that I should be able to relax and go to sleep, not be scrolling on my phone. Number 4, I have stopped nitpicking myself so much, and a huge part of that is I don't look at myself in the mirror as much anymore. And that sounds really bad and unhealthy, I'm sure, but hear me out. It's especially easy for me because I stare at my face on a screen for an average of like 12 to 40 hours a week. I'm staring at video or images of myself on my computer screen. So that does something to your mind, because the more you stare at something, the weirder it becomes to you, and the more foreign it becomes to you, and the more things wrong that you notice. And I don't want to be that way, especially because YouTube is not always the nicest platform and community. So I'm already getting negative comments in the comment section. I do not need to be doing that to myself. So I've stopped just staring at myself in the mirror, like after you shower, when you're like changing your clothes. Like, don't just stop and stare at yourself and be like, ooh. Like, try to hype yourself up, try to be more positive. I know that sounds cheesy, but it really is a sort of thing where you're faking it until you make it. Your words matter, the way you speak to yourself matters, the way that you think about yourself matters, and it affects everything else in your life. So I've just stopped really spending too much time in front of a mirror and just reminding myself every single day that nobody's life is gonna be better by me looking my best. People's lives are gonna change and people are gonna feel more loved by me just being me. And so it doesn't matter so much like how much I weigh, what my body looks like, what my face looks like, what my hair looks like. It just matters who I am on the inside and how I treat people. And I've really been trying to focus on that. And I know that specific healing that side of me can also help all my relationships, including my marriage. And I'm just really trying to work on that, because social media makes it hard enough as it is as a girl to accept yourself for who you are, because you're constantly seeing what people think you should look like or what you wish you looked like. You're you, I'm me, and that's just it. Be okay with that. Embrace it. I tell Austin all the time, like, if you are not confident in yourself, people can tell and they want to pick on you. If you're just like super confident in who you are and how you dress and how you act, nobody cares. Nobody's gonna question you. And number 5, I'm learning to be okay with messes. And this is really stupid, but it's so important for me because I never ever realized that I'm such a neat freak until I got married. I grew up doing chores, I grew up cleaning, and I just knew that if you make a mess, you clean it up. Guys are not necessarily that way, and life sometimes gets in the way of that. There's always laundry to be done, there's always dishes to be done, there's always something to be done. And working from home, it's like all I can think about. I'll be sitting in my office trying to get work done, but all I can think about is the fact that there's dishes in the sink and crumbs on the floor and laundry to be done, and it's really overwhelming. And then when Austin gets home, it's really hard for me to shut that switch off because I'm finally done with work, so it's time for me to spend time with him. But I would rather clean up the mess so that we can enjoy being in our house together. But I'm learning that it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna become a hoarder or that you should become a hoarder and just let messes sit for weeks and weeks. Like, yes, take care of your belongings and take care of your home and take care of yourself, but also learn that it's always more important to spend time and be present with the people in your life than it is to have an empty sink. It's always more important to enjoy time by yourself and with other people than it is to have all your laundry put away. That doesn't matter. We're not always gonna have these Instagrammable homes or these Instagrammable bedrooms. Like, learn to just be okay with a mess, and your mess is gonna be there tomorrow, but your person may not be. So I really have worked on prioritizing that, and it's so hard because I really do think that mess creates anxiety in my life, because I like when things are clean and orderly and it makes me feel good about myself. But I'm also learning that that is not necessarily healthy, and it's not necessarily something that I want to be okay with. I should be okay with mess, and I should be able to enjoy my life no matter how messy and dirty and unorganized that it is. I mean, we waste so much time trying to have our life be perfect, and then you get to the end of the day and realize you didn't enjoy a single moment of it. So I'm really trying to be okay with that. And that's not necessarily a tip that a lot of people are going to agree with, but it is something that has really helped me, because I just want to be so present this year that I have no regrets about how I spent my time. I don't want to waste time on things that we tell ourselves are important, but in the long run, they don't matter. Tomorrow, it's not going to matter. What's going to matter is, what did you do with your words and your time and your energy today? those are 5 habits that have changed my life, for lack of better words. They may not change yours, but they definitely have impacted mine in a positive way, and I'm still working on incorporating new ones into my life. I recently listened to a podcast where this guy talked about how he has just worked on incorporating 1 new habit a month. So by the end of the year, he has 12 new healthy habits. And I think I wanna try to do that because I oftentimes will have like 10 new habits that I wanna incorporate, and I try doing them all at once and it's overwhelming. I just hope that I encouraged you in some way to take control of your life and realize that your decisions matter. Every decision that you make matters and is affecting you in some way and the people around you in some way. And there's always a chance to improve on that. And I am a firm believer that we are literally never done improving. I hope that I never get to a point where I think that I don't need more improvement and that my life doesn't need more improvement. It's a healthy thing to be pushing forward. So those are the 5 things that I've been working on the last few months, and I'm sure if you ask me 3 months from now, I'll have 5 more habits that I would say have changed my life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button to join the Happy Soul Tribe, and make sure you go out of your way today to love on someone, make them feel extra special just because they are, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.